Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're checking out the Spring 23 release notes for the Salesforce updates that are coming out soon. We're on the Salesforce admin blog, and this is about the permission updates that are included in this update. And we're just going to jump straight into this thing. So this is talking about the future of user management. This is a pretty big announcement. They're announcing the end of life of permissions on profiles that will be the Spring 26 release. Over the next few weeks, you'll see the official announcement come out. And this is a kind of an interesting topic here. So like if you've been keeping up with the new features for admins for each release, you may have noticed that we've been sharing updates on the future of user management in Salesforce. For the past 3 years, we've consistently told our customers and partners that permission sets are the future. So no longer are the permissions going to be set on the profiles, they're going to be done by the permission sets. Now that doesn't mean everything on the profile is going away. So they actually have a breakdown here of what's going to remain on the profile and then what will be available only permission sets after end of life. So what's going to remain is one-to-one relationships, login hours, IP ranges, default record types and apps, page layout assignments. So the future is app builder dynamic forms. So we will not invest in bringing page layout assignments to permission sets. So everything else like user permissions, object permissions, field permissions, tabs, all this jazz that you can read here is going to be based on permission set. Major change. So it's 3 years away, over 3 years away, but this is on the horizon. It is big news that they are announcing this. And then they go on to talk about how can I migrate users profiles to permission sets and permission set groups. So they've got a whole plan laid out here. You can go through and read this for yourself, but user access is a feature we'll have in closed beta as of Spring 23. They'll allow you to specify criteria about users, either through user attribute or entitlement based to help migrate users. Will I be able to turn off the ability to use permissions on profiles before the official end of life once I've completed the migration? And yes, of course, they're targeting the Spring 23 release for this. And then they have some other questions here that have answers to, talking about their upcoming changes, the packages, app exchange installs. This shows only profiles today. They're going to be working on that as well. Then they have some screenshots here. So the Spring 23 features to manage user access. So they already talked about this. The user access policies remain in closed beta for Spring 23 release. So they've made some improvements, including the ability to have 20 active user access policies. And we're accepting most customers into the beta that have unlimited edition or enterprise edition orgs. So please fill out the form if you would like to join that, if your org would like to participate. So in the Winter 22 release, we introduced the ability to set FLS on permission sets. Now in the Spring 23 release, you can turn off the filter that shows only permission sets with at least read access to the object where you are creating or editing the field. We've also added more columns to help you identify the right permission set, and we made the columns sortable. In addition, if you're in a new org with this setting on and you don't have permission sets, we display a message with a link to create a permission set. So nice little feature they're adding in here as well. These are all the screenshots for it. And then last but not least, in the last release readiness at Dreamforce, you heard me mention that we're going to give delegated admins so much needed love over the next few releases. We've delivered on that promise by making delegated admin available in the tooling API, not only for querying, but also for inserting, updating through tools like Developer Console and Data Loader. Nice feature added. That's all the release notes they have for the permission updates. These are some great updates, especially the big announcement with the change from profile permissions to permission set permissions. Obviously, there'll be more notes coming out on that, and I'll make videos on that as they release the details as well. Make sure to check out my other 4 videos on the release notes coming out for Spring 23. If you like the video, hit the like button and hit subscribe as well. Put out new Salesforce content each week, and I'll see you in the next video.